So you guys already know the overall market has not been looking good, but things are about to get much worse.
It's worse. It's so much worse.
We recently had Morgan Stanley analyst Michael Wilson state that a profit drop is coming and it may look a little like 2008. He also said the S&P 500 could be sinking down to 3,000 points, which is roughly around 22% down from the current levels that we're at right now, which would bring us back to pre-pandemic levels. Now keep in mind, Michael Wilson is the same analyst that said 2022 was going to be a painful year. However, everyone of course laughed at him because stocks only go to the moon. And the feds will continue printing. Well, he was right last time, and now is saying that we're moving from an inflation problem to a earnings problem. The most notable part mentioned is that the Morgan Stanley team is leaning to a bear case forecast of $180 per share in comparison with analyst expectations of $231 per share, which means that once these companies have their earnings released, we're going to see massive selling out as we're going to see these analyst expectations not being met, and that's when you have a massive rotation outside of the overall stock market. However,
there's another problem.
So a recent JP Morgan and StoneX group study has revealed that some of the world's most prominent money managers plan on unloading $100 billion worth of stocks by the end of 2022. The study cited large funds exiting out of stocks and also US pension plans rebalancing their portfolios to get more exposure to bonds and less exposure to risky stocks, which is something I called out in the Push and Profit private group, which is a group where I do my daily briefings every single day to keep members updated on what's taking place in the overall market. Now, with everything I just said, the worst is about to come to stocks like ticker symbol DWAC, which is the Donald Trump backed SPAC, as well as ticker symbol SPCE, which is the Virgin Galactic stock. Now, what do these two stocks have in common and why is more pain coming? Well, it's because they are both SPACs, which is short for Special Purpose Acquisition Company, which is just fancy talk for companies that do not have to have a solid business operation set in place, which allows them to bypass the traditional requirements to IPO, which by the way, a traditional IPO can take about a year while a SPAC can go public in a few months. Now here's the thing guys, in 2020 and 2021, when easy money was all over the place due to quantitative easing, SPACs surged all over the place and a lot of them traded at really high levels. However, once 2022 came and fundamentals actually started hitting, reality came in to put things in place, SPACs started losing a ton of money. And one of the major reasons was because most of them didn't have an actual solid business operation. For example, ticker symbol SPCE at one point traded at highs at around $62 per share. However, once reality came in, it ended up coming down and now it's at around $3.60 per share, which is technically a penny stock. Now, this was actually a stock that I called out in the Push and Profit private group, saying that fundamentally the stock should have never been at around $60, and by a technical standpoint, it was actually at a double top, meaning that there was going to be a lot more selling, which ended up a year later becoming a penny stock. However, what I'm saying today is that it's actually going to get worse. And as for ticker symbol DWAC, the Donald Trump supported SPAC, this is another stock that I called out for being way too high without having any real financial data to support the stock price, and I said that it would eventually go down, which is where we're at today. However, again, for DWAC, I'm saying there's actually more pain as well. Now, the reason I say ticker symbol DWAC is going to go further down is because even though they have a social media platform like Truth Social, which is basically a bootleg copy of Twitter, but worse, ad spending has significantly came down, and I believe that ad spending is actually going to go even further down, which is most likely going to hurt the business model for ticker symbol DWAC. Now, ticker symbol SPCE is already showing institutional investors lighten up their positions and selling off, and ticker symbol DWAC shows that already only 8% of the outstanding shares is with smart money. And you might be asking yourself, well, why is that even important? Well, according to FINRA, 70% of stocks are traded by institutional investors. And if institutional investors are already selling off and reducing their positions in companies that are seeing profits decline, I could only imagine how much they're gonna sell off with companies like DWAC or DWAC and SPCE Virgin Galactic. I mean, they are probably gonna exit out entirely. And doing that will probably leave retail investors bag holding and ultimately losing. And guys, you do not want to become a bag holder. Now, speaking about losing, make sure not to lose out on the 60% off coupon code for the Push and Profit program. I'm gonna have it pinned in the comment section below, as well as in the description of this video. So definitely check that out so you could be a part of the daily briefings and be updated with what's going on and what stocks I'm watching. Now, keep in mind the coupon does expire Christmas Day, so you definitely don't want to miss out. Now, as of the recording of this video, there's only a few trading sessions left in this year, so even if we see a little bit of a bounce or a Christmas Santa rally, it will most likely be short-lived, and if anything, it will provide a better opportunity for smart money to sell and dump all their shares for a profit. However, at the end of the day, only time will tell whether or not these stocks capitulate and just go further down, and even if I was right in the past, it's not indicative that I'm going to be correct in the future, so you should only trade and invest in what you see value and not just copy exactly what I'm doing. I know my game plan and I'm watching out for what I'm going to be doing in the next couple of days and trading sessions going into the end of the year. With that being said, guys, make sure to watch this next video right over here if you guys want to know exactly what's going on with other stocks such as Tesla. And I'll see you guys on that next video. Take care.